And more importantly, this is the same Amaewhule. Look at his affidavit where he swore that by 11th of December 2023 he has left the PDP for APC. And suddenly they are running back again to say they are back in PDP because they are desperately looking for an opportunity to acquire any legitimacy with which they will cause this confusion they are doing in Rivers.
The Court of Appeal in Abuja has reserved judgment in the appeal filed by a former Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly, Martin Amaewhule, and 24 others against Speaker Victor Oko-Jumbo and 5 others. The appellate court adjourned after parties in the suit adopted all their briefs in the matter. At the proceedings that was conducted virtually on Thursday, Amaewhule and others are asking the court to stay execution of a High Court judgment which saw them out of office and further proceedings in the suit, and that whatever decisions Jumbo has taken while in office should be set aside. The appellants are also asking for accelerated hearing in the matter, while contending that the order made by the trial court was without jurisdiction. In their response, the respondents prayed the court to dismiss the appeal for lacking in merit on grounds that the records of appeal transmitted was incompetent. After listening to the submission of the lawyers in the appeal, the 3-man panel led by Justice Jimmy Olukayode-Bada reserved a date for judgment to be communicated to parties in the suit. The appellate court had in a ruling on June 14 ordered that all parties in the suit maintain status quo and cease every form of hostilities until the matter is heard and decided. This was to later rest a motion ex parte brought before the court by the appellant seeking reversal of a High Court judgment that declared their seats vacant as lawmakers.
People that their seats have been declared vacant, people that committed political stupidity when they left their own political party when there was no issue, swore to affidavit before the Federal High Court that they have left PDP as of 11 December 2023. Now struggling to come back and say, oh, they forgot when they were singing on your mandate we shall stand. They forgot with the flag flying, and when the speaker was reading the comment letter on the floor of the State House of Assembly, they forgot about that. Or they forgot about the fact that they swore an affidavit that they are no longer PDP members. Suddenly now they are running all over the place in the night looking for where they can obtain a court order that can say they are now lawmakers and they are still inside PDP when they say they have left the party. You see the political immaturity and lack of experience both by those pushing them. You think you can just commit all these political harakiris and then there will be courts that will be willing to give you some papers in the night so that you can now say you're a lawmaker. There's no way they are coming back. If they want to be lawmakers, they can go and remove all those cases in court and they could conduct the by-election as soon as possible. If they are popular, they can win. If they are not popular, that's the end of the story. So it's the end of the road for them. So if they like, they can sleep in Abuja where they are currently sleep or hibernate somewhere in their meeting room in a 2-bedroom in Amaewhule.
The appeal court also stopped the State High Court or any other court from entertaining the matter until it is decided. A River State High Court in Port Harcourt had on May 10, 2024, stopped Martin Amaewhule from parading himself as Speaker of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The court gave the order after considering a motion brought before it by the new factional Speaker of the House, Victor Jumbo, and 2 others, to the effect that his seat had been declared vacant. Justice Charles Wally, while ruling on the motion ex parte, also barred 24 other members of the Assembly from accessing the complex or carrying out any such legislative assignment in the name of the Rivers State House of Assembly. Dissatisfied with the verdict of the State High Court, Amaewhule and others approached the appellate court.
It's on this note that we are calling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, let those working for him and those who have joined his party not do anything that will lead to the collapse of Nigerian democracy. We all remember what happened in the Wild West and those constitutional crises and electoral crises of in the 60s, in 1983 and thereabout that led to the collapse of our democratic structures. We should not put Nigeria in a situation whereby despite all these pressure citizens are going through, then you do something that is unlawful that can lead to collapse of democratic governance in Nigeria. We don't want that to happen to Nigeria. That is why we're saying the president needs to call those working for him to order to allow democratic institutions and the government of Rivers State to function. And in ending, it's important we draw your attention to the decision of the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal in its decision a few days ago made it very clear. And let me quote what Justice Hama Akawubaka said. I have equally studied prayer 6, 8, and 11, prayed by the applicant. A critical study of the prayers deals with the substance of the issue on appeal, and dealing or granting the same will be tantamount to determining the issues on appeal at this interlocutory stage, which this court will decline to do. The conclusion is that the application succeeds in part, Prayer 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7 are granted, while other prayers stand not granted. This is very clear. And what are those prayers? Prayer 1 that was granted to those pro-Wike lawmakers, that an order for accelerated hearing, an order for leave to complete and transmit record of appeal, an order deeming the record of appeal completed, compiled and transmitted by the appellant and filed in this appeal as record of appeal. An order abridging the time allowed by the rules of this honorable court for parties to file their brief. And then number 7, an order staying further proceedings, not stay of execution. That's what was granted. And what was rejected? The Court of Appeal rejected granting them an order staying execution of the expected orders of interim injunction, which restrained these same lawmakers from parading as members of the Rivers State House of Assembly. The Court of Appeal also rejected to grant them an order of injunction restraining Oko-Jumbo and the Rivers State House of Assembly from implementing and enforcing the decisions of that court, including the governor. The Court of Appeal also rejected an injunction they were seeking to stop the leadership of the Rivers State House of Assembly from parading themselves. The Court of Appeal also refused to set aside the meetings and sittings and proceedings and deliberation of the Rivers State House of Assembly presided over by Oko-Jumbo. That means the decisions, the reversal of those illegal amendments of the local government law and everything that was done is legal, because the Court of Appeal refused to allow the pro-Wike people void it. And the Court of Appeal also refused to grant an order setting aside all actions, steps, decision, or resolution of the Rivers State House of Assembly presided over by the Speaker, Oko-Jumbo. So I don't know where they are getting the fake information they're abiding about. The Court of Appeal rejected any attempt for those sacked 27 lawmakers to make any law or the validity of any law they have made in the past. The Court of Appeal refused to grant that application. So what you have today is what Oko-Jumbo is doing, which is the rightful speaker. So I don't know where they got those fake information they're abandoning about.